actually really enjoyed it because we're actually with a professional orchestra.
I was not expecting anything on this scale. It's mind-blowing to be playing with professionals.
This is my first time doing this kind of stuff. Was nervous, but then afterwards I got to know more people, got more confident, and then it was just great.
I've been in the audience before and I'm really excited to be part of the group on the stage.
Really eye-opening and broadening my horizons to orchestral and classical and all of that kind of music, yeah.
Being able to actually perform on stage in an ensemble with kids and professionals, it's something that brings a sense of pride.
Today in Derby Theatre is the final culmination of this gigantic project where we have taken 2 primary schools, secondary school and a college on a journey discussing the whole topic of energy, framing it in a musical context and telling a big story which has ended up in this amazing musical experience today. I think it's really empowering for the young people to begin this whole journey just sat in their school hall with no music, with nothing but just a conversation about ideas based on some Inspiration Day stuff that we did, loosely talking about the topic, and then them seeing their own journey of coming up with their ideas and their words and having really strong opinions about harmony and how high or low they want to sing, and finally then coming today and sitting alongside a professional orchestra which gives them this electric kind of energy and inspiration.
When we're at the start, it was kind of nervous knowing that all professional singers were here, and now I like it. We do like verses each week, and then for the first verse we did like high or low, then we tried both, and then we did a debate about it.
I think the theme of energy this year, above all of the other ones we've done, is so present and relevant in these young people's lives that they've found it really easy to engage because they know it's their future they're talking about and they are the ones that need to shout the loudest. These young people are already engaged and really feel so strongly, particularly about the environment, about the animals and the trees and the plants. They're upset, they're angry, and we had moments in our sessions where I was talking just about how they feel about this, and it's really raw. And I think using music within this context is one of the most powerful things, to be able to take that raw passion and feeling and have them shout at their parents, "You've made mistakes and we need to change." And I think that's been really, really impactful.
In the future we could lose all our energy because we're just using way too much of it, and this whole song is how we can make people learn a lesson and how we are the future.
We're taking the topic of energy and then we're looking at what science can we bring into that, and from my point of view, what stories do we want to tell around that science. We found that a lot of the students were familiar with the issues, but I think what we've been able to do with this project is really fill in all the gaps to paint a whole picture, so they've got a really confident grasp of all of the problems and the solutions and how it all fits together, so now they can kind of take that forward themselves and they can be confident storytellers so that they can pass on that story of energy and they can get involved in conversations and in actions and in ideas and discussions, because they've got a really clear picture of what's actually going on and how it all fits together.
This project's been really good for my trombone because when we were doing it last year, we didn't really do like high notes, and it's like kind of pushing our limit.
I'm really excited for the performance, and Sinfonia Viva, I think they've been very kind to us. They've let us do our own songs. I like how we can be creative and just, explore our imagination. I'm proud of myself that I'm actually in this, and how I'm excited that I'm actually taking part in it.
You get goosebumps listening to these songs because they're about a subject that's really topical, that really matters, and they're using, their singing and their playing to tell that story in such a powerful way. So it's really great to see it come together.
One of the really successful parts of this project has been that we've been able to work with Derby and Derbyshire Music Partnership, working especially closely with Rachel Wilkes, who's a terrific vocal leader, and she's been going round not only to the schools that are doing the composition creative composition part of the project, but also going to all of the audience schools that came in the afternoon performance and sang the songs so brilliantly. And not only sang the songs, but also signed the songs using British Sign Language. And we were supported by Sarah, who taught us, and therefore the children, all the different signs that matched the verses and choruses that they were learning in the 4 songs that I wrote.
It's actually pretty cool to actually work with professional musicians, and how we can actually talk with them, communicate with them. It's kind of exciting.
I love the fact that in a gig like this, you've got young people who had literally never played an instrument before they did this project, right the way through to young people who have really practiced and are competent, really good musicians on their way to being professionals, right the way through to seasoned professionals. The ensemble sound that you get from that is like nothing else, and I love it. I love the kind of rough, raw energy that you get from Becket and their brass and woodwind sound, matched with like this refined, I've been studying my instrument for years and years, of Sinfonia Viva. I love how those two things sound together. But it also means that those young people who are just starting out are getting some of the best musicians in the country coaching them. Like, why not have the best tuition right at the start of your musical journey? Some of my favourite bits of the last 2 days have been when I look up and I suddenly see that one of the professional musicians from Sinfonia Viva is giving an impromptu workshop on drumming, or playing the violin, or on the trombone. And those moments are just so exciting, where you see a transmission of expertise from some of the best musicians in the country to people who are just starting out their musical journey.
To get them to do this performance and put it all together has been amazing.
It's great to see schools come together and work collaboratively, and in such harmony to produce great music around a real scientific theme and a current world problem that pupils are drawn into.
Oh, it's been brilliant. The kids have been amazing, and the orchestra's been really good too.
It was an awesome performance. What the children was showing in that performance is that there are things we can do about the climate, there are things we can do about protecting our planet.